Hi guys, so you were supposed to read pages 3 through 6 last night or yesterday, and the question that I told you guys to um, answer for me was why had Elena been counting down the month? So it tells us right here on this page, Elena had been counting down to her birthday all month. So that would be your answer. Elena was counting down to her birthday. So we've probably done that ourselves. I know when my birthday's in June, and when June comes around, I start counting down the days till it's going to be my birthday. I do the same for my own children, count down the days. That way I can plan their celebration and be excited for having a party. So something I've noticed in this story was the use of exclamation points. So we're going to go over that a little bit. So I highlighted here. Guess what, Mom? She exclaimed. Just 2 more days until I turn 8. And they put that exclamation point right here. So this word here, exclaimed, gave me a clue that she was saying this with excitement. Exclaiming something is going to be more, you're going to have more enthusiasm in what you're saying if you're exclaiming it than just if the writer were to say she said. And the reason we don't have an exclamation point right here before the word she exclaimed is because this part was a question. Guess what, Mom? That's a question. Then this part is what she's exclaiming. Just 2 more days until I turn 8. So she's going to say that with excitement because she's excited about her birthday coming up. And we know that when we are going to say something with excitement, that we're going to put an exclamation. So the next one I found was here on page 5. It said, nobody seemed to notice that Elena was even in the room. So this one is not in quotations. It's not something that she's saying. But the author wants you to know that they're stressing that this is an important feeling that Elena is having. And that's why they put the exclamation point there. The next one I saw was here on page 6. Birthday cards, Elena cheered. And again, I highlighted this word cheered here for you because if you're cheering something, you're saying it with excitement. And that's why we have an exclamation point here. So what you guys are going to do for your next part of reading is as I want you to continue looking for those exclamation points and noticing the usage of them and why they've put them there and how your voice should sound. Like right here where it says, I hate it. You're going to say it it says, I hate it. Elena exploded. So she's exploded. That means that she's shouting it. She's upset. So you're going to put an exclamation. You want that feeling in there. I want you guys to look through for those exclamation points as you read. So here's a little activity we're going to do. So what we need to do on these sentences is I'm going to read them to you, and we're going to figure out if we're going to put a period, question mark, or exclamation point. So just 2 more days till I turn 8, cried Elena. So we already know from reading the story that she is excited to turn 8. So if she's excited to turn 8, then she's going to say it with expression, which will be an exclamation point. As soon as the mail arrived, Elena ran to get it. So this one we need to think about is, are we going to put an exclamation here when we're saying, giving the directions of what she did? Elena ran to get it. Should we put an exclamation or a period? I am thinking a period because we're just talking about what she's doing. Number 3 said birthday cards. Elena cheered. So we know here she has the word cheered, so we should put an exclamation so that the reader knows that she's excited about that. Are we going to have a party this weekend? Mom promised we could, she yelled. So here again, she's yelling, so I'm thinking exclamation point. She wondered if anyone remembered it was her birthday today. So this sounds more just kind of like a statement to me, something that she's thinking about. So I think I'm going to put a period there. All anybody does is pay attention to the baby, Elena exploded. So there she exploded. She's upset. She's annoyed that everybody just pays attention to the baby and not her. So we should put an exclamation. That way the reader understands that she's upset and she wants you to understand that feeling. So then down here it asks me to write my own sentence. So for my own sentence, I'm going to put, hooray! It's almost summer. So with this word hooray, I know I need to put an exclamation point because I want you to understand, you the readers, to understand that this is a feeling I'm excited about. So again, I want you to be looking for those exclamation points and asking yourself why the author put that exclamation point there, what instead of a period or a question mark. So you should have read pages 3 through 6. So your questions, because you should read now pages 6, 7, 8, and 9 for your next reading. And the questions that I am going to post for you guys to answer is, how does Elena feel when her mom sounds distracted? And that's going to be here on page 4. Then on page 7, I want you guys to look for this answer here. Why is Elena disappointed by the cards that arrive in the mail? So those will be your 2 comprehension questions. And then for your grammar piece, to go along with the exclamation points we were talking about, I'm going to have you guys write me your own sentence the way I wrote a sentence here. You just have to write one sentence using an exclamation point, and that will be your assignment. So happy reading, guys. Read pages 6 through 9. See you later. Bye.